And we're back with more Donkey Kong Country Returns. Still in the Cliffs area, we just finished up the Boulder Roller. And we're going on to the Precarious Plateau. Yes, indeed, we are continuing with the franchise's trademark assonance of every level. I love it. Another cliff level. This looks suspicious. Because it is! Yeah, you kind of need that one Tiki goon to get Rambi. And yes, you absolutely need Rambi throughout this whole level. You can't get him anyway other than at the beginning there. And to be technical, I guess you don't need him in order to complete the level, but if you're like us, you do need him because we need him to access some of the bonus levels. And of course everything falls apart, so you have to be quick on your rhino feet, I guess. Yeah. Nothing too out of the ordinary yet, of course. Well, you ought to be proud of yourself, Donkey Kong. You just totally destroyed that giant, awe-inspiring looking fossil. All in the name of progress. And this is actually kind of foreshadowing. I don't think I've shown this in any of the segments before. I say foreshadowing because running really fast as Rambi across a falling ramp-esque, you know, that's going to come in later in the levels. It absolutely is. And now that I'm a little, of course, more well-versed in the Donkey Kong Returns style of play, it won't be as hard, but I remember it was always one level, I think it's in the last world, that was just such a pain all the time to have to do because I was so bad at it. And I didn't realize that you could continuously run. I thought you just had to do, like what you do with Donkey Kong, do one roll at a time or that kind of thing. Yep. It was the bonus barrel earlier and this puzzle piece that very clearly need Rambi in order to get them, so... Again, he is entirely optional, and most people will miss him on their first playthrough, but he's entirely necessary to get all the puzzle pieces. And yeah, being able to destroy these buzzing Tikis, I think is what they're called, is pretty awesome. Try to get all the bananas here. Yeah, I let Rambi sit for a while, because I thought that might happen, and it did. Yeah, he can't be hit by fire at all. I mean, it kind of makes sense. I think of the old Donkey Kong Country games, if he gets hit by anything at all, then he's running, but now he just kills so many things that it doesn't matter. And yeah, that was our last puzzle piece that we got by simply achieving bananas. And that was actually pretty nice. I don't think it's ever given me the DK multiplier bonus for lives before, so that's pretty sweet. And now we are on to Crumble Canyon. Spoiler alert, it might be a canyon and it might crumble at one point or another. But who knows? Uh-oh, we've got something suspect off to our left. And no outwardly visible puzzle piece, but of course the proof is in the... Well, not the pudding, but the proof is in the roots. Yeah, I don't know. How did that work? I thought I hit him. Oh, whatever. As you can tell, the canyon is crumbling. Or canyon is crumbling. And yeah, 9 puzzle pieces, so leave no stone unturned, or no cactus unsmashed, and no petal flower unblown. I don't know. Donkey Kong, why do you feel like it's your birthright to go around destroying all these potentially priceless gems? You know, it's like, look at all those amazing fossils in the background. They almost look like... Well, they do. They look like the shells of Omastar and Ammonite and that kind of thing. Not like a Donkey Kong game to reference. And I totally missed that platform. Great. But yeah, he's totally destroying all these things, and it's kind of a jerk thing to do. Apologies if you hear me trying to stifle a yawn at any point. Been a kind of a long week, a lot of traveling, but that's not what you're here for. You're here to see the... I would say beautiful backgrounds, but it don't get me wrong, the cliffs area is still pretty cool, I think, in a lot of respects, but it's... And to be fair, you could argue that this is true for each of the worlds, but in no more area is it more apparent than in the cliffs area, where they just kind of like did the same exact level design for every single level. Again, not that that's a bad thing, like I said, I still think it's pretty sweet, and of course the music complements it perfectly, as Donkey Kong Country games so often do. But, I don't know, there's just something about the cliffs that are just kind of bland. Oh-ho! You think we forget about you, bonus barrel? Well, we didn't. What a surprise! Nothing surprising. Okay. I think it's the color palette, honestly. I get the idea of having it be this ominous-looking place and all the... It looks like a canyon would, like a lot of red clay-looking rocks and mountainous kinds of things. And I guess that the sky would be dark and cloudy like that, but... I just think it would... Some of these levels would really pop out if they added just a bright blue background, a nice bright blue sky, or if you have it gray, add some rain or something. You know, it's like, I'm no game designer, I guess, but whatever. And now for something completely terrible. Yeah, we have awoken a beast. Excuse me. A beast that does one-hit KOs. So, yeah, not fun. And if you had to be... Oh, shoot! I wasn't even paying attention to that. Anyway, yeah, this giant boulder. You'd think this would be the roller boulder, over-the-shoulder boulder holder that they were talking about in the last level, 6-4 or whatever, but no such luck. This boulder is infinitely more diabolical looking than anything we've seen, though. You know, flaming red eyes, and... I guess he's just on fire in the inside. Yeah, it's reasonable. And... oh shoot, I missed the gate! Yeah, I'm gonna die a lot, so just show them separately. Maybe after... there we go. We've got that puzzle piece like that, and then this one you have to get quickly, which of course I didn't, but hey, who's counting? So, how are we going to get this last puzzle piece? It's actually not that hard. I can't imagine what it's like to jump with your body covered in tar. Oh man, I didn't mean to jump that early, but... whatever! On to bigger and better things. Oh. Well, looks like we're not going to the boss area. Okay, let's just leave. No, of course, we have to go to Tippy Shippy! And apart from being a funny-sounding title name, it's actually a fairly interesting level. It's gonna get frustrating, but, I mean... what level isn't at some point? It's just one of those games, you know. I'm glad I totally missed getting up to that treasure chest, but I don't think there's anything important in it anyway. Yeah, I have to admit, when I first began playing this level, I was convinced that they were going to give me another ship level akin to how you do it in the in sort of a beach area, and I'd have been, and I guess I realize now that that'd have been foolish because, you know, it's. Can I get up there, please? Darn it. It'd have been foolish because of the cliffs area. How would there be any, I don't know, ocean? Again, I don't want to make it sound like I know what the hell I'm talking about. Game designers know more than I do. Now... Okay, something's gotta... I missed it. I was about to say, something's gotta give here. And what I meant was, I have to get this ship to be tipped. What are the odds? In such a way that when I make a running jump for it, I'll have enough time. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that K almost looks like it would have blended in with the background, so it's probably fairly easy to miss. And now the more annoying part of our quest has begun. Hopping on to the... Or should I say, failing to hop on to the open cannon door, trapdoors, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. This is gonna get annoying later. Right now, don't worry about it, though. Jeez. I find it odd that an entire ship, you know, that looks to be, for the most part, intact, is above a cliff like this. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh yeah, I see it. Okay. Yeah, how did it get this high up here? That's very bizarre. It's just, like, would it got blown by a massive updraft or something? It doesn't seem like the cliff area was previously an area that was so... Wow. I was expecting it to pop out there, but... Whatevs, we're just gonna keep on going. I realized I hadn't even gotten the chance to get to it yet. The one that I was just now trying to jump onto. This is a group of cannons where I mentioned that they're getting really annoying. Yeah, you kind of got to go in slight back order for a second. The only way to describe it is it pops out 1, 2, I never get that. It pops out as 1, and then 2, and then 3, so it looks like it's going to go in just a basic order. But then it goes back to 2, and then on to 3, and then 4 and 5. And of course we grabbed the N that was over it. Yeah. That banana led us to an uneventful thing. Okay. So that's how that cannon grouping is kind of annoying, like I previously stated. And don't worry, there's going to be another one. Ooh. Aha, very nice. Loved a puzzle piece, but, you know, whatever. Yeah, this is another kind of... Or maybe it wasn't. Yeah, there's another one. I'm trying to remember if that treasure chest... I don't think there's anything in it for us. Might as well check. I should have gone with my gut. Anyway, so that is a Zeppelin behind us. Nice big blimp. Thankfully not a Hindenburg, or else it might crash. And that is perfectly okay for that to happen, because... that could have been dangerous, but... whatever. I don't think... Nothing up there really matters. Just gonna keep jumping there, buddy. Make silly noises. Yeah, this is where it's another tricky one. You go forward, backward, forward again, and then now it's forward. I want that puzzle piece. You know, just throwing it out there. And... yeah, normally you'd expect us to start going forward, but we can't. We have to start going back. And the platforms are falling out from underneath us. Oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? Oh, that was not really that hard. Okay. And is that all? Yeah, I guess that's everything we need. Well, level went by slightly more quickly than I remember, but, you know. I am certainly not one to complain. After Tippy Shippy, we proceed to Clifftop Climb. I know we're kind of going a little bit extended here. I didn't realize when I started the idea of doing half the levels in one segment and then half the levels in another that it would get to a point where I had to start clearing so many, and I hate to kind of cut stuff out or anything, but I don't want these videos to drag on for too long. Okay, no, that's a pretty cool design, I have to admit. Ooh, and we even have this subdued music. If you listen, you can tell it's the music that was in the boulder roller. Oh, by the way, pretty obvious, isn't it? Yeah, you gotta choke down like that. Anyway, it's the music that was in Boulder Roller, but in that level it was more like, I described it then as sort of wind ensemble sounding music because it was really big and epic. But in this level it's more, I say subdued because it's just a little quieter, a little more tame. Because this is kind of, and again, this is where the Donkey Kong composers, whoever they have, whether it's David Wise or Grant Kirkhope, or this is not associated with Rare, so I'm not sure, I don't remember who the composer is for these songs, but they always know exactly what to play for any particular level that they have, and it's really respectable, I think. It's like this is a kind of level design that's more perilous and kind of holds your breath while you're trying to do these kind of intimidating and precise jumps. So having the music be very low-key is a really, really great stuff. Actually, I can just sit here and listen to the music. Oh, we shouldn't. What we do have to do is get on top of this. Yeah, and then off to the left there. Hey, what a not surprise. Okay. And now... Ooh, well, good thing that heart was there. Now we will proceed like normal. Interesting how they designed certain rocks to have springboards on them, and that they would break a certain amount of times after you'd used them. Except that seems kind of idiotic, but whatever. And I never pointed this out, it always... I guess the skeletons don't have as much meat on their bones. Wow, that sounded stupid. Don't have as much weight as Donkey Kong does, so they're not really weighing down these things. Like right there, the guy's walking... Wow. That was kind of funny. Except not really. So the little skeletons are just walking on the evidently very fragile rocks. Look, I say evidently because it... Wow, really? I just did it again. Okay. Anyway. So I guess it's only really that kind of fragile quality if Donkey Kong is walking on them, and it's... And to be fair, it's not like he's a graceful walker or anything. He's just kind of like, thud, 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 take loud steps deliberately. Who gives a shit? I hate people who are like that. I know a lot of people like that, actually, who just take heavy steps. They're really just annoying, more annoying than anything else. Now, where's that last puzzle piece, you ask? Well, huh. Look at this very unsuspicious cactus. Oh, what do you know? There it is. Yeah, that's one you'll miss. If you accidentally shoot into the cannon there, you can't get it, and that's sort of like the end, so... It's important to have precision timing there. Because if you accidentally shoot yourself right into the cannon, right into the cannon, then you have to shoot right up to the barrel, the end barrel. So that's one to watch out for, needless to say. Who is this Thugly? Sounds familiar. I wonder who it could possibly be. Possibly not somebody we've already fought before. Who is this terrifying new monster that we're going to find? Not without seeing bananas disrespectfully thrown to the ground first. Oh, what do you know? Yeah, this is a Donkey Kong game, and as much as it pains me to say it, it's true. We can't go an entire game without rehashing one of the bosses. And seriously, I think every game I've ever played, for sure. Donkey Kong Country 1, 2, and 3 all had rehashes. Donkey Kong 64 did. Had 2 different rehashes. And now this is, to be fair, this is the only one in this game. And yeah, he's got an armor plating that I'm very bad at dodging, apparently. But yeah, he's a little different, and that was stupid. In that you can't jump on him, of course, with the iron plating. And he'll do various... Basically... Man, I'm sucking at avoiding these attacks. What I was gonna say is, basically he will do all the same attacks that he did the first time, except he'll do them faster. Like that, for example. Not noticeably faster yet, but once we get into the fight, it will be. Yeah, be angry, whatever. I like his red devil horn, by the way. Very characteristic of how I would feel if I got angrier. And we come to the first change of the fight, in that we actually transport ourselves. Oh yeah, and he shoots fire. Nothing we can't handle? Certainly nothing we can't handle yet. Nothing we can do. Is that sentence? Oh god, that was fast. Forgot how fast he gets. Keep skating that line of surviving and just flat out dying annoyingly to such a boss. I gotta say, it really is a shame that they felt like they had to reuse a boss in any way, because they were doing pretty well of going for a while without, you know, losing any kind of steam in terms of their enemies. But I'm not gonna act like it's necessarily a bad thing. The fight itself is pretty fun, all things considered. Especially when it gets a little more challenging like that. Oh, come on. Somebody go? Okay. And then just shoot more fire. Probably ate a ghost chili before he decided to fight us. And yeah, that one wasn't that fast. I guess it helps to be close or further away from him. And wow, I totally got hit out of my own stupidity. But Thugly, where do we have to go after this? You can't break through rocks, can you? Or maybe it's because this is your third form, and we abide by our golden rule of bosses. Maybe this is the last phase. Hey, what do you know? And thankfully, Thugly's death is not as dramatic. He just kind of patters out of existence. Now time to give another Tiki a thwarting. Glorious. Alright, so ends another chapter of Donkey Kong Country Returns. The cliffs, you will be missed. Primarily for your coolness versus your backgrounds, which, again, are kind of drab. But what could the next world have in store for us? Why, it's the obligatory factory, of course! Now, I know a lot of people who might find this pretty cool, so look forward to that on the next segment. Until then, thank you guys for watching. See you all later.